Hi, Cancers. I up ahead of time apologize for the noise. Someone in our building is actually doing construction. So you get like me, and then you get a little tap, 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 tap. I've been hearing it all day. All day. Anyway, hope you guys are well. I'm sorry that I've been gone forever and I haven't been posting, and I've only posted videos on occasion, and I'm sorry. A lot has been happening. 2020 has been happening. And before that, 2019. It's been rough, kids. It's been rough. I'm at that point where, like, you know how like you're like laughing because like everything has been so much, you're like, I guess we just out here doing it, just living. Mm. I've actually started calling everything like we're trying. Just we're trying. Anyway, so um, let's get to it. How are you guys doing? I was meditating on your guys' energy, and I was feeling that there is this element of the power of no. I feel like a lot of your guys' boundaries in the last, you guys are very caring people, very giving people. And I feel like your boundaries have been sort of overstepped in certain areas. This could be love, this could be work. This is just a general reading. But I feel like your boundaries, especially during Mercury retrograde, were tested. So we're going to go ahead and pull some cards on it, on the situation. Okay, let's see. So we're seeing a lot of cup cards here so far. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of cup cards. So we're gonna start here with the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you guys might have been giving to a situation, kind of giving your all to a situation, and it seems like you just either you or another person, it's almost like you just couldn't give enough. It was always like not enough. Like you're giving, but it's just not enough. Or it doesn't feel like it's being seen. You don't particularly feel like, oh, hold on. Sorry. I was like, this needs to be blended out a little bit better. You don't particularly feel like you're being seen. And this is from somebody who, now, this emperor could be someone who's fairly demanding. This could also be someone who sort of triggers parental issues, in particularly father issues. So it's almost like this person. This could be a work situation as well, but this person sort of um, calls for that sort of authoritarian figure, and you're almost like cowering is the word, but almost like coming underneath them, kind of trying to uplift them or working for them. And they kind of have like the iron gauntlet. It's almost like what they say goes, and you almost feel weird about talking back. You almost feel weird about like confronting them when your boundaries, when your personal ethics are compromised. You're kind of like, do I say something? Do I not say something? And then almost like they might hold something over you, or you feel like they hold something over you. And so it's almost like you feel like if you were to step forward and actually speak your piece, that there may be an element of backlash that comes with that. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's exhausting to be a peacekeeper. It's exhausting to feel like you just work for them and that's it. Or you just do what they want you to do and that's it. And again, not again, but and none of your and what you want isn't really heard, and it doesn't really matter as much. I don't know. This might be the season with Scorpio season. This might just be the season for that. The illumination of that. We have the King of Swords in reverse, and so this is actually speaking to me about the need for you to step into your own power. step into your own power and to assert yourself and figure out where your boundaries really lie. You know, not every, just because someone claims everything, claims what is yours as theirs, doesn't mean it is. And I feel like some people, some of you guys have been giving and not really even being consciously aware of, like, oh, wait a minute, that's not yours to have. Time, energy, space, love, care, houses, food, uh, family time. When it's a work situation, family time, it's like, oh, work a little extra, do this, do that. And it's like, I, I got a family. I got stuff to do. I got self-care that I have to do. Even if you don't have a family, it's kind of like you really need to reassess your boundaries and see like where you've been giving just like way, 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 way too much, especially during this next season that's coming up, which is going to be Sagittarius season. I feel like if you guys don't do that, I feel like what's going to end up happening is you're going to run into a situation where you're going to be angry and resentful. And I feel like it's going to be so deep-seated in you that you guys are not really going to know how to deal with it. And I think some of you guys are already there with Scorpio season. It's all still water, that kind of mercurial water. Just call it that, mercurial water, that kind of like it's turning. I kind of see it like turning inside of you, and it's like something that's about to explode if you guys don't find a healthier way to be able to address it. We have the Magician card in reverse. And so this is kind of someone asserting their will, and I also have the Empress card in reverse too. So it's someone asserting their will over you. I feel like this Mercury retrograde might have actually touched on parental authoritarian issues with you. And I feel like the parental authoritarian issues are something that's so deep rooted that it almost keeps you from moving forward in really important areas in your life, and should be addressed. It should definitely be addressed. The Page of Cups is here. This is finding a way to do that, but don't lose yourself. Don't lose the things that you've gained. Don't lose your sensitivity and your ability to connect with people on a deeper level. You're not supposed to lose that. You're not supposed to lose that at all. You're just supposed to find a way to see people, to really see them. And sometimes, like, when we see people in the areas of which they overstep our boundaries, it's easy for us to demonize those people, when at the end of the day, them touching on wires of your own authoritarian parental issues, or them touching wires of, areas of which your boundaries were crossed in previous relationships where you didn't have the wherewithal to be able to express yourself fully, or emotionally express yourself, or tell people what your needs are, doesn't necessarily make them a demon. It doesn't make you wrong, doesn't necessarily make them a demon. So it's kind of like right now would be kind of the time for you to be very clear and really kind of trust yourself. Is this person bad and needs to be like out of my life, or is this person just doesn't know because I've never said anything? I feel like this next season, King of Cups, this actually came up with the Taurians as well. The King of Cups comes up and says, as you do that, people, I think, start becoming more understanding, and people start becoming more receptive to what your needs are, and people because they can see you now. The thing about a Cancer is y'all, like, you're in your shell, and you guys come out when it's safe. And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna hide in here. If you're hidden, people can't see you. If people can't see you, they don't know what's going on in your heart and your head. They don't know what's going on with you if you don't allow yourself to be seen. So this is the Eight of Cups, and this is what I was talking about. This would say, don't, I heard someone actually say this in the best way possible. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. there may be things that can be salvaged, and it might have been the fact that you didn't express yourself fully that has kind of left you in a place of feeling a little maybe jaded, or maybe in a place where you feel a little bit taken advantage of, or in a place where you're just completely triggered. But there are so many kind of like childhood things that probably should be dealt with before you decide to necessarily just throw everything out and and go somewhere else. Don't run. Now, you might very well come to an understanding that, you know what, maybe I'm just not in the right place. Maybe this place really is toxic. Maybe I'm not gaslighting you. Maybe this place is really toxic. Maybe you should move forward. Maybe all those things. But my mother used to always say, the lessons you don't learn, you're bound to repeat. And so it'd be best to learn the lesson here in this place that you're in right now than to run away and not learn the lesson, and then you end up in a situation where you're just repeating the same stuff and you haven't resolved anything. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers card in reverse. And so you might not really have the strength right now to have people lean on you the way that you normally would. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world too. There's all the things happening right now. All of the things are happening right now. And where people used to lean on you in a certain type of way, this may not be the time. And that's okay. And this would be what I was saying, the power of saying no. It's okay to say no. It's okay to sever boundaries. It's okay to say, you know what, I just don't have it right now. And it's also okay to retreat and to take time for yourself and to replenish the energies that you don't currently have. Okay? So that is what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. I will try to be way more consistent about these. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram link is below. It is instagram.com/I'm a witch with an X, and dots in between. But that's down below. If this resonated with you and you would like to book a reading, go ahead and email me at the Belladonna Curio, the Belladonna Curio at gmail.com. And also my PayPal information is below if this resonated with you and you'd like to donate to my ministry, the Ministry of the Witch, then go ahead. All right. So anyway, talk to you guys soon, and thank you. Subscribe.